National Express Doncaster Cup, 2 miles 2 furlongs, and they're sent on their way. So they're off and racing, and through the early strides, no one appears that keen to go and take up the front-running role. Several jockeys casting an eye around, and eventually it's Juniper Girl who saunters her way through to the lead, although wider out, Royal and Regal is virtually right alongside, despite coming up the centre of the racecourse. Badam is in third. Honolulu has dropped into fourth spot in the purple and white colours as they pass us. So Royal and Regal down the middle is in front in the light blue sleeves, ahead of Juniper Girl, pink and black, but the early pace is not strong. Badam is third in the yellow jacket, the position he occupied back in 2006 in this race, and the position Honolulu, who's in fourth, occupied in the Ledger last year. Purple and white races in fourth. Shaheen's racing on the outside of Bulwark, and the back three are Finalmente, who races on the outside of, in about 8th place, Sagara in the noseband, and just shuffled back to the rear of the field is Balkan Knight. The pace a little better as Royal and Regal has crossed over as they pass the Ledger start to lead by about a length or so, but immediately once again tries to drop anchor. Juniper Girl continues to chase the leader. Honolulu is 3 back on the fence, disputing third place with Badam, who is 1 off the rail. A couple of lengths then to the next pair, Shaheen on the outside of Bulwark, and then the back three, Finalmente from Sagara and Balkan Knight, as they make their way now down inside the 1.5 miles of the National Express Doncaster Cup. And Royal and Regal been allowed own way out in front under Neil Callan, leads by a length from Juniper Girl. Badam rider just getting a little bit edgy, Alan Munro, just moving a little bit off the fence and just trying to maybe edge a little closer. Horse with proven stamina. Honolulu in fourth place, ahead of in fifth Bulwark as they prepare to take another turn, and they're now approaching the halfway stage. And still out in front, Royal and Regal, unpestered, leads by a length from Juniper Girl. Badam still no closer than third on the outside of Honolulu. No change in the play in virtually any of the positions down the side of the course. Shaheen disputing fifth on the outside of Bulwark, and the back three remain Finalmente, Sagara, and last of all is Balkan Knight. So Royal and Regal enters the last mile, still a length or so clear from Juniper Girl, and all of the riders to this point have appeared pretty happy with their positions. In third, Badam on the outside of Honolulu. All the jockeys still relatively motionless as they take this long swinging turn that'll bring them now inside the final 7 furlongs and eventually carry them back towards home. So Royal and Regal by a length or so from Juniper Girl, who continues to race in second place. Badam continues to dispute third with Honolulu. Then fifth is Bulwark and Shaheen. Sagara's just edged past Finalmente into 7th place as they're now inside the final 6, and last of all is Balkan Knight. Badam just being ridden along in about 3rd or 4th place, possibly indicating that the tempo is about to increase as Royal and Regal begins this turn for home, and they're inside the final 5. So Royal and Regal leading by a length or so from Juniper Girl, Honolulu. Badam readily outpaced when it lifted, has been passed by Bulwark. One that's made significant progress is Sagara in the all blue with the noseband into 5th place from Shaheen. Finalmente has been shuffled to the rear of the field, and Balkan Knight's always been towards the tail. So once again, they're making their way up the centre of the racecourse. Royal and Regal now beginning to wind it up in front with half a mile to travel from Juniper Girl. Honolulu in third, then Bulwark. In 5th place, Sagara's ridden along as the pace increases. Royal and Regal's had the run of it out in front and finds the initial turn of foot to see off all bar Honolulu, who's in pursuit in 2nd place. Juniper Girl is back in third, gap to the others with Bulwark in 4th. Royal and Regal, Honolulu in the leader's slipstream, now pulled out to challenge. Johnny Murtagh producing Honolulu on the outside of Royal and Regal. The big two fight out the Doncaster Cup, and Honolulu quickens up to press and pass Royal and Regal entering the final furlong. Honolulu shaken up, shifts left-handed, but has it in safekeeping. Balkan Knight's running on from a mile back to press for second, but Honolulu, another big race success for Aidan O'Brien and Johnny Murtagh. Third in last year's Ledger, first in this year's National Express Doncaster Cup. Balkan Knight from last to second runs out Royal and Regal of that position. Juniper Girl was fourth.